Hello everyone, hope you're doing well today. Quick introduction as we are now already underway. This is the LMP3 at Indianapolis in the Falken Tyre
Catch up to car
Challenge.
number 10.
And I've gone a bit wide already just under the cold tyres. I've done this race a few times in this week, but I've not had anything that's really been worth showing you guys. But thankfully this last race on Monday has been spectacular, so hopefully this will be good for you, so let's get with it. We're already under past turn 1 and the car has a bit of a moment. This race has just been chaotic and as you can see ahead, it's starting already. As two of the top cars come together just like that.
It looks like ours and Pietra's.
It's like he's serving a slowdown off to the left, and the car in front of us is also serving a slowdown. Very easy to get those around here if you go too far over those blue and white curbs.
You're an idiot.
So, we've not even finished lap 1 and we're already up to P4. All I've got to do now is just hold on to it.
Car number 7.
It's going to be a bit of a challenge. Indianapolis is a great circuit to drive around, but in the LMP3 it is a surprisingly challenging one to get right in. And especially when you throw in the extra source of multi-class racing, which you look in the top left, there's 28 GT4s in this race. And we're looking at only 11 LMP3s. Less now, probably after that first turn. We've settled in and we've now built a strong gap to the car behind, and we're just about keeping up with the group ahead of us. But it pretty much stayed that way for the rest of this first section, so we'll skip ahead just a few laps to lap 6, and we're now coming up to the back of the GT4 field. We did pass a few back-marked GT4s that must have been involved in some incidents, but we're now going into the real deal. And I'm catching them at possibly the worst time, as there's no real way to get around them in this sector. All I can do is try and hang back and set myself up for a good exit.
Left side, clear left.
Porsche was struggling a bit through there, and that's just slowed me up and brought car 8 in behind me. Again, we're catching the GT4s at an awkward time. Not that there is any other time that isn't awkward with these cars, but we get a good exit, and that puts us past the BMW. Now the rest of these shouldn't be too bad.
Some slower cars.
There's some smoke up ahead.
They might not notice you.
There's been an incident.
Flag. Caution.
Just about avoid that LMP3. I had to go for the clear line, so we'll look back at what happened. So this was car 3, I believe, in front of us. He gets a little upset at that GT4 by the looks of it, and they come together. Everyone thankfully avoids it, and there we come past, but the LMP3 behind us catches him. And that creates a whole another incident.
This is great.
So with that, we are now up to P3, already onto the podium.
There's an incident in turn 5.
Sorry?
Looks like P1 has gone off in turn 6.
Yeah, it looks like something has now also happened in front of us.
Flag. Watch
Going
out.
off what crew chief has just called, and there's car number 1. Oh, sorry, it was
Clayton,
P1.
car number 7 is now in the lead.
They just had a little coming together with GT4 trying to go through those that little chicane
left.
section, but they didn't take any real damage. Now I'm not really going for any sort of move here on car 7, he's definitely faster than me. All I can hope here is that I can follow him through this traffic. I just can't get a good exit through there. I really struggled with that corner. It's difficult to sort of judge the right sort of turn in, and you really have to stay in third gear to carry the momentum.
Car left, clear left.
Yeah, that was a bit of a dive bomb from me, but it looked like the GT4 wasn't really going to make the corner. Now we can use the front straight to get past a lot of these cars.
There's a group of slower cars ahead. You're reeling Clayton in. The gap is 0.5.
Car number 2 behind us is already starting to close that gap.
Car left.
I know he's going to be on us soon.
clear left. That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
It's another of the tricky corners. I'm really trying to get the power down but keep my rotation. This corner though I absolutely adored. It was really good to get it set up right, so you get on the power early, ready for this back straight, or one of the straights. And looks like car 2 got caught up in the track because he's now 2.5 seconds behind us.
You're coming up on a slower car.
Slowly, man, slowly.
Again, I don't quite line up the corner, which gives us a very slow exit. And all that time has just evaporated. And this second to last corner was another great one to get right on this track. You nailed it, you were able to get on the power nice and early, ready for this front straight. You can see here I'm just not going to catch these GT4s, they are surprisingly quick in a straight line.
Turn 12. There's a group of slower cars ahead. Sector 2 is 1.2, off the pace.
I'm having a look. LMP3 in front is able to slip right through, but we're going to get caught up here. And we've got
Clear on your left, clear left.
The third place LMP3 behind us.
Side, car right,
And I
clear
get
right.
scared there. That GT4 looking like he was going to come straight across on us.
Left
I'm
side.
not quite sure where he's going to go. He's holding his line correctly, but
Right side's
it makes
clear.
it very awkward for me.
Car left. Coming up on a
Side by
slower
side
class
getting
car.
banged a little bit here.
Hold 3 wide, you're in the middle. Clear right.
Try and hold it around the
Clear
outside,
all
but I've got no real way to put my car alongside his from here, so I've just got to settle in behind him. And again, I turned in too early that time, so I have to sort of back out of the corner. It's very easy to get a slow down there.
Rob, it was not on purpose. I'm really sorry. Tell to my chat that it was completely stupid of me.
Don't quite get a good exit coming out of there, so he's able to start pulling away from us down this front stretch. I did feel that this setup I was running from maybe was a bit slower in the straights, but in the corners it seemed to be a lot more planted. And it's his next batch of GT4s. I'm just hoping that he will get unlucky this time, but
You're approaching a group of
as you
slower
see, he makes
cars.
a nice move around the outside of that BMW. I can only hope I can cut back here and try and get a better
Left
exit
side.
from him. But that BMW is able to get
Still
a good
there,
exit
clear
himself,
left.
so I've got to
Gap
give him
two,
the
car
space.
number
And
2
oh,
ahead is increasing. It's now 0.8.
it was a very risky move there. I was putting a lot of faith in the GT4. I tried to make leave him as much space as possible.
Clear right.
Sorry, I have to let you go.
Again, we just get so unlucky getting caught up behind this Porsche.
Slower
And
car
again, I
ahead.
turned in
They're
too
crossed
soon,
left
and
side.
I've got to back out to otherwise
Clear
risk a
left.
slowdown. That's P1 ahead of us for the GT4s, so thankfully that's going to be the end of them for now. We passed him a bit slow into that bit, which really slows me up. See, he's going to hold the outside, so I just go around the outside of him, nice and easy in the LMP3. And finally I can breathe and take in what's just happened. So we're still in P3, on for a podium finish. We've got a good gap to the cars behind us, and I'm expecting that the two in front of us are just going to start walking away here, as they were putting in some excellent times. Again, we'll punch forward and have a look. So on to lap 14 now, and we're catching the rest of the GT4s once
The
again.
gap to Sergey behind is now 3.3.
We are being caught a little bit by Sergey, just because I
On your
keep
right.
having bad luck when it
Right
comes to
side's
dealing with
clear.
these GT4s.
The driver in front of us is Clayton, car number 7.
At this stage it is just a case of, is this bad luck or is this just how it works at Indianapolis, because it had been like this all week.
Turn 12.
Crew chief
Yellow
called out
flag.
an incident, so I'm being cautious here. Can't quite see where the car is, and it's that BMW.
Slower class car ahead. Car right. Right side's clear.
Wasn't sure what he was doing, so I took it nice and easy.
I'm sorry, Stefan, but I've totally been on the platform. I'm really sorry for that.
But because of that, Sergey has once again gained a couple tenths on us. I did out-qualify him, but he was quite fast and consistent in the race, something I have not been so far.
You've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go.
See, I'm not going to catch this guy here. Just slot him behind, try and get the better exit, which I don't quite do because he goes wide, and then
There's an turn 9, clear left.
he left a gap, and I thought that was a safe one that he was going to let me through.
No, you could have just waited, you know.
I'm not sure what he was expecting from me there because of the... He goes wide through that corner and then he comes back
Slower
across
class car ahead.
where I normally would have gone like the other LMP3s had done before me. So, interested to see what people think of that in the comments. It's a very colourful Skechers BM. It has been nice seeing the new
You've just
M4
done a
get taken up so well.
123.42.
I'm not really much of a GT4 driver myself. I find them a bit too boaty, so heavy but fast, so not quite the style of car I enjoy driving.
On your left. Clear left.
Nice easy move down the inside there, and I'm just going to get a good exit here. Yep. Not a
Clear
problem.
right.
It's not too bad after the few laps and the GT4 starts spreading themselves out. Again here I can see I'm going to catch this Merc at a bad time. And he's all over, not even keeping to the line, so I try and undercut, and there we go. A bit too aggressive on that one. Like I said, it's
You'll need to
very
slow down to
easy
give
to
back
get
the
these
time
slowdowns
gained.
on that corner there. I've had a few of these before, so I know I can sort of bleed it off, but there, Sergey's caught up quite quick, which took me by surprise. Now I've got Sergey in contention behind me, and I know he's quite close to me on
Sergey,
pace as
closing
well,
you down. The gap
so
has
this
come
will be an
down to
interesting fight to the finish.
0.31. Slower class car ahead.
Come on, Michael, mate. Who are you racing? You're lap down.
You're going to hear there's a bit of upset in this race from some of the GT4
Blue
drivers
flag,
with their
blue
back
flag.
markers.
Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Yep, I see it. I'll let him by if he catches up to me.
I'm 0.3 behind you. What you on about?
Yeah, well that doesn't mean I have to hit the brakes. We all have a race. Does that mean that
Track temperature's
Park
decreasing.
because I got a
Car
blue
clear
flag?
left.
You're holding me up. Please flag.
Then go around me if I'm holding you up so much. I'm giving you plenty of room around the corner.
Bless him.
Oh, bloody car 34.
He is sort of right that he doesn't necessarily
On
have
your
to
right.
see the position straight
Don't
away.
be fair, it's American blue flag, which means absolutely nothing. Just be careful of who up there.
And yeah, as Alessandro
Coming up
sort
on a
of
slower
says
class
there,
car.
that the blue flag doesn't really mean as much. It is still down to the car behind to make the safe pass, but the car in front is obligated to sort of make it
Your last
easy.
lap time was at 123.94. Sector 3
I was
is
more
0.8
cautious
off
on
the
that
pace.
one with that
1, 2,
BMW
and 3
earlier,
had
just
no
because I didn't
problem
want to
getting around
repeat
me.
of cutting across on that Porsche earlier. And Sergey has made the most of my caution. Again, I'm just trying to be careful as I have ended my race a few times this week against the GT4s.
Slower cars ahead. These guys are scrapping for position. They might not see you.
I think I managed to actually do okay that time through that section. I'm going to catch these two at an okay sort of time. I should be able to get them out of the second to last corner.
5 minutes to go. This is good. We'll be car
There we
clear
go, the
left.
BM gives me the inside and I take a little bit of slipstream of that Macca. And we're on our way. Sergey is still in striking distance though, so I have to keep it clean through here.
Slower class cars ahead.
And again, I'm going to have to see about getting a good exit against this BM. Takes the corner properly though, so I can size up my exit.
Car left.
Just make sure I don't go wide into him. This Porsche here is going to be an awkward one. Don't know why the windscreen wiper comes on. There we go, eventually he moves over and I can take up the inside.
You got no chance then, he's ridiculous.
I didn't lose too much there, and you can see Sergey behind me has dropped back quite a bit.
Perdona, Alberto, ahí, tío, perdona.
Sector 1 is 0.27 off the pace.
Just like we had a bit of an upset there with another GT4.
0.5 off the pace.
I'm just going to make the best of this clean air I've got for a little bit. Until I run into these next few. This one's going to be awkward with this Macca. I can see I'm probably going to catch him in the S's, and he stays right, surprisingly, he gives me the inside. It's very nice of him considering that he was... Oh sorry, no, I'll correct that, he wasn't in contention with this Porsche, that was a back marker. Get on the inside nice and easy. Really love the LMP3 under the brakes, it can really stop itself. While some of these are a bit sendy, the car can do it and make it safe, but I just still can't nail that corner.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 33 Celsius.
Again, I'm going to have to set myself up here for the inside. And he goes a bit wide, which delays everything, so I back out. Not really trying to send it, but he then goes wide once again, so I've just got to take that inside, which turns to the outside here. But all that slowing down again, you can see Sergey is caught up to us.
That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
With these races now, with iRacing's way of splitting so many GT4s with so few LMP3s, it is really tit for tat when it comes to how you handle the traffic. I can see I've got the top 3 GT4s ahead of us, so once I'm past them, I'll be back into clean air for these last few laps. Sergey goes in a little hot behind us, which gives us a good gap. Just about get a good exit here. It's going to get me past the Merc, but it's going to be iffy here against this Porsche. I'm just catching him up though, just before the braking zone, so I can send it down the inside safely. That works out nicely for me, as you can see Sergey behind us gets caught up behind that green Porsche.
The leader has just done a 121.04.
And that gives me a nice gap to him. And there we go, onto the last lap now, but I'm going to catch these two GT4s at a bad time once again.
This guy's the class leader. That lap was a 122.00. Good lap.
The Aston is a back marker, so he backs out of the corner there, and I've just now got the first in class for the GT4s and the Macca. It's just around the outside, nice and easy. Again, the LMP is just so good around that corner. You can really use the added downforce to take it around the outside or down the inside. And again, we got lucky for once. Sergey got caught up in the traffic there and we built up a sizable gap. All we have to do now is just bring it home nice and safe. Try not to make it too dramatic through these last couple of corners. Got a nice big gap, so I'm not pushing at all. So coming up to the finish line, that's P3 for us. That's not bad at all after starting P9. I'm very pleased. That's one of my top finishes for the week.
We're on the podium. Good drive.
Definitely been an eventful race, so hope you all have enjoyed this. If you do like what I'm putting out now, please subscribe and let me know what you think about these videos in the comments. Thank you very much. Have a great day.